Good afternoon. The next point is polarization. So when an electric field is applied to the electrically neutral molecule, the positive and negative charges get displaced from their equilibrium position in opposite direction to each other. The displacement of the charge results in a dipole and the dielectric is polarized. So when electric field is applied to the electrically neutral molecules, the positive and negative charges gets displaced from their equilibrium position in opposite direction to each other, and the displacement of the charges results in a dipole and the dielectric is polarized. So for non-polar dielectric, the major effect of E is the creation of the dipole moment which align themselves in the direction of the field. Now in dielectrics, the valence band is empty and the electrons in the inner shell are bonded to the protons in nucleus to form the dipole. So because of the symmetrical arrangement, the electric field produced by one dipole get cancelled with each other. In any insulating or dielectric medium, the free charge are always zero, but positive and negative changes are bound to each other, and they are called as a bound charges. So the bound charges form a dipole, and the dipole inside the dielectric medium are symmetrically arranged. So the total electric field produced by these dipoles is zero, and because the electric field of one dipole get cancelled with the electric field of other dipole due to the symmetrical structure. When external field is applied across the dielectric medium, when all the dipoles are moving in the direction of a field and they are aligned in unsymmetrical manner, due to the unsymmetrical alignment, the dipole produces a field which is electric field of insulating material. So the properties of dielectric are: the first property is the charge carriers or free charges inside a dielectric medium are always zero. The charge densities, that is rho s and rho v, inside the dielectric are zero. The dielectric consists of a bound charge and a bound charges form a dipole. The dielectric produces an electric field whenever it is polarized, and the polarized dielectric is also considered to be conductive medium. So here is a diagram which shows the polarization. The polar molecules of dielectric equal to 0, and second diagram shows E not equal to 0. Polarization in dielectric. Now the intensity of polarization is the dipole moment per unit volume of the dielectric. So the dielectric strength is the maximum electric field that a dielectric can withstand without dielectric breakdown. So what is dielectric strength? Dielectric strength means it is the property of dielectric medium which resists its breakdown whenever the potential or electric field is applied across it. Dielectric strength, it is property of dielectric medium which resists its breakdown whenever the potential or electric field is applied across it. Next is dielectric breakdown or dielectric breakdown voltage. So the voltage at which dielectric medium loses its all dielectric properties and converted into a conductive medium is called as a breakdown of that medium, and the voltage at which it breaks down is called as the breakdown voltage of the dielectric. So the voltage at which dielectric medium loses its all dielectric properties and converted into conductive medium is called as breakdown of that medium, and the voltage at which it breaks down is called as breakdown voltage of the dielectric. Next is the conductors. So conductor has infinite conductivity, that is abundant free charges to move. So application of external electric field push a positive free charge along a same direction of the applied field, while negative free charge are pushed in opposite direction. So these free charges accumulate on the conductor surface, inducing a surface charge, setting up induced field internally. The internal induced field cancels with external applied field, resulting in a zero electrostatic field within conductor. So no potential difference between any 2 points in the conductor, that is conductor is an equipotential body. So if we consider a conductor across which the electric field is applied, so due to the electric field the positive charges are moving in the direction of the electric field and negative charges, that is electrons, are moving opposite to. Are moving
लॉक करके जाओ, मुझे पता नहीं मामा आए मीटिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं।
ठीक है,
आप कितने बजे आई?
मैं 2 बजे से थोड़ा जल्दी।
मैं यहाँ पे खड़ी तब ठीक है।
हाँ ठीक है। So consider a conductor across which the electric field is applied. Now at steady state, all the charges are deposited on the faces of conductor, that is positive charge on one side and negative on other side. Then the charge inside the conductor produces electric field called as internal field of the conductor, and this electric field has exactly opposite direction to that of the applied field, hence it gets cancelled with the applied field. Therefore at steady state the electric field inside the conductive material is 0, and hence the net charge is again 0 under the influence of external field. Electrons are moving with some velocity called drift velocity. So when an electric field is applied to the capacitor, the dielectric material, or we can say electric insulator, it becomes polarized such that the negative charges in the material orient themselves towards the positive electron, and the positive charges shift toward negative electrode. Since the charges are not free to move in the insulator, the polarization effect which opposes the applied field draws the changes onto the electrode, thus storing the energy in the capacitor. The more easily a material be polarized, the greater the amount of charge can be stored in the capacitor, and this ability to store the energy in an electric field is referred as dielectric constant K, or we can say relative permittivity. So the degree of polarization is related to the dielectric constant K and the electric field E. the total polarization of dielectric comes the same of the four sources of charge displacement, the electronic displacement, ionic displacement, orientation of the permanent dipole, and space charge displacement. Now electronic polarization means what? So electronic polarization means this effect occur in all atoms under the application of an electric field, and the nucleus of the atom and the center of its electron cloud shift away from each other, so creating a tiny dipole with a very small polarization effect. Then ionic polarization means in ionic the solids such as ceramic materials, the ions are symmetrically arranged in a crystal lattice with a net zero polarization, and once an electric field is applied, the cations and anions are attracted to opposite direction, and it creates a large ionic displacement which is compared to electronic displacement, which give rise to high dielectric constant in ceramic popularly used in capacitor. Then dipole polarization means the certain solids have a permanent molecular dipole under an electric field rotate themselves in the direction of the applied field and creating a net average dipole moment per molecule. So dipole orientation is more common in polymers since their atomic structure permits reorientation. And the space charge polarization means in ceramic this phenomenon arises from the extraneous charges which comes from the contaminants or irregular geometry in the interference of the polycrystalline solid. So the dielectric in general can be as a material which are very poor conductors of electric current, and they are basically insulated and it contains no free electron. So dielectric can be easily polarized when an electric field is applied to it, as their behavior in an electric field is entirely different from that of the conductors at would be clear. The dielectric may be made up of polar or non-polar molecules, and the net effect of the external field is almost same. So this is about the polarization and dielectrics. Now the properties of the properties of the conductor, like the conductivity of the ideal conductor is infinity. The electric field intensity inside the ideal conductor is 0. At steady state, the electric field intensity inside the practical conductor is 0, and at steady state, the charge and charge density inside a practical conductor is also 0. The deposition of the charge on the surface of the conductor totally depend on the shape of the conductor, and surface of is said to be equipotential surface. So these are the properties of the conductor. So in the next lecture, we will see the boundary conditions in electrostatic. Thank you.